Hello and welcome to our Instagram Live. Very excited to see you joining us, whether live or watching the recording. Today we'll be talking about the benefits of time tracking. But before we start, let us know where you're watching from. And while we wait for more people to join us, I will introduce myself. You probably know me by now, but in case this is the first time, welcome. My name is Sabrina Cadini. I'm a holistic life coach helping busy professionals live and work better thanks to customized lifestyle interventions. And I'm also one of the coaches here at Mana, helping our users take control of the most valuable resource we have in the world, which is time. Yeah, so I think this is a perfect topic today, time tracking. Is any of you a Mana user? If not, you should try the app. Our time tracking app uses machine learning technology to predict future behavior and integrations with a variety of applications to drive peak performance in people, teams, and companies. Mana allows you to automatically track how you spend all of your time, and it helps you spend it better, create goals, see their progress, and stay motivated along the way together with one-on-one coaching. The app also encourages self-awareness with reflection and journaling. We'll see a little bit about that later so that you can learn how to maximize your performance and avoid burnout. Sounds amazing, doesn't it? Well, if you'd like to check it out, go to mana.ai, download the app, and then schedule a session with our coaches to know more and start taking advantage of all the wonderful features to spend your time on what matters most. I think it's very important in our hectic society, right? All right, so let's dive right into our topic for today. Why should you track your time? I'm sure a lot of you are asking this question. You see many articles, blog posts, maybe you read books and you're like, but why should I track my time, right? Well, today's life is super hectic. We think we don't have time for everything we need to do or we want to do during the day. And we often sacrifice sleep or exercise or family in order to catch up with work. And very often you might ask yourself at the end of the day, where did the time go? And if this is you, please type yes in the comments. I would love to know how many of you feel the same way. But the reality is we do have the time we need. We just need to use it better. And one of the reasons why you seem to have less time than other people is that you probably tend to lose track of time. Why? Because maybe you don't track where you spend your hours or even minutes. And it's hard to know if you're really making efficient use of your time if you don't track it, right? Do you agree with me? And are you spending your time on the right things? This can have repercussions on your productivity, performance, and also on your physical and mental health because of constant pressure, frustrations, and eventually stress and burnout. On the other hand, if you're able to track your time, one, you become more aware of where those hours and minutes go during your busy day so that you can focus on priorities and make better choices. Number two, you identify those activities that I call time wasters and make sure you stay away from them next time. And number three, you set clear and reasonable goals based on the time you have available. So there's no frustration, there's no stress, there's no burnout coming up. Now, time tracking can be time consuming, especially at first, but if you manage to keep it up, the knowledge you gained from it can be invaluable. And you will discover you have more time than you actually thought. It will be a big eye-opener. You may already be tracking your time for work if you are, let's say, a service provider so that you can properly bill your clients. But what about your personal time? That's what people don't usually think about, and they don't know how to invest in that time wisely because they don't really know where it's going. They don't really know how to use it. And if you'd like to try, I will share some tips for you how to track your time. And it's very easy. So you basically track everything that you're doing every hour, every 30, 15, 10, or even 5 minutes. You have to be very diligent, and you should track not only your hours at work, such as meetings, emails, time spent to look for a file in your computer that might take time, right? Maybe more than 1 minute. Browsing the internet, coffee breaks, chatting with your colleagues, your team members, right? There are so many things to do in your daily life. Hello, how are you? Nice to see you. But also your personal time. So track the time you spend to sleep, to cook, to eat, time alone or with family and friends, time that you dedicate to your hobbies, time you spend to work out, for housework, watching TV, and so on. See, there are so many different activities that you do during the day that you maybe don't think about, but that's precious time. And the more specific you are tracking the time, the more accurate data about how you spend your time you will get. And that's very valuable. And I will show you how. How are you? So nice to see you. Now, if I convinced you that tracking your time is important for your success in life, let's see what tools you can use to track your time. And you probably know it already. There are several methods that you can try. Maybe you tried some of them, and we can list them together, basically. So number one would be the old-fashioned pen and paper approach, or an Excel spreadsheet, if you're familiar with that. And you know, guys, our CEO started exactly with that before developing Mana. This is Alexa talking to us. This is crazy. The beauty of live streaming. I'm trying to cover what she's talking about. So number one, the old-fashioned pen and paper approach. Number two, it can be a piece of software that can be installed on your computer. Or number three, an app that stays with you and goes with you wherever you are. And it can also be installed on your computer, like Mana. Yes, with Mana, you can easily track your time thanks to machine learning that intelligently predicts your future behavior, and with the help of integrations with a variety of applications. But that's not all. Once you gather even a few days of precious data, you use pen and paper. That's awesome. So you know what I would love for you to do? Try our app and see how you like it. I am sure you will be blown away by the features and what you can discover about the time that you spend every single day. So as I was saying, that's not all. You not only track your time in the app, but once you gather even a few days of precious data, you can analyze it and reflect on it. You know, pretty much like you keep a food log that helps you eat better, right? Same thing. Tracking your time brings greater awareness to how you're spending your time. You can see how those hours impacted your productivity, if there were any activities that you should reduce or even eliminate from your daily routine. You can compare your workday from week to week, learn from that experience, and adapt your workflow accordingly. And this process can put things into perspective. It can show you the bigger picture, and you can make changes in your routine to optimize your family time, for instance, or optimize productivity where needed. And in addition to tracking and reflecting, you can also journal inside Mana. I told you this app can do anything for you. This is a great exercise to share your thoughts and come back at a later time to see trends and patterns and make the necessary changes and improvements in the way you spend or invest your time. So let me show you these features in the app. I will switch my camera and I will give you a very quick tutorial of how the app works. Okay, so right now I'm showing you the reflection page. So this is how you can see all the data, and you can see visually how many hours you spend every single day. And these are all the activities from my account. The tracking part is wonderful because, as I was saying, machine learning technology helps me take a look a different option. So basically it's predicting my behavior based on how often I use the app. So as you can see, I'm on today's page, August 18th, and the app already tracked my sleep until 7. So it knows that I sleep until 7 usually. Mana, yes, exactly. It is mana.ai. And then it gives me some options. As you can see, I can see 3 different options. One is for meditation, and I did meditate at 7 a.m. this morning. And then it gives you some options for prepping for the day that I did at 7:30. So I will just click on it, and the app will basically populate with all the data. So I can just select meditation, which I did this morning, and see I have meditation. And then if I click on these little arrows, I can select the end time, which was 7:30. And so right now I have sleep and meditation tracked until 7:30. And then, as I said, at 7:30 I prepped for the day. At 8 I went for my workout. So as you can see, I can just click on the different activities, and the app will basically give me a full recap of my day. Also, I wanted to talk about the integrations that I mentioned in the live today. And as you can see, Mana offers many different options. Right now I am connecting to my Google Calendars, to my Windows computer, and to my Google Chrome. We also have a desktop app that you can download on your computer, and a Google Chrome extension. So as you can see, a lot of different features that you can have all inside one app. So you don't have to use many tools. You know, a lot of our users try different apps, and they try multiple apps at the same time so that they can cover pretty much everything. One for journaling, one for tracking, everything, you know, to integrate a piece of software to integrate in their computer. With Mana, you can have it all in one app. So it's saving your time, and it helps you focus better on what you want to accomplish here, right? So let me know if you have any questions regarding the app that I can answer you live, or maybe you have any questions regarding ways to track your time. But I think Mana can be your best solution at this time. And I'll wait for a few more seconds while you type your questions in the comment box. And as a little reminder, make sure you try the app at mana.ai. You can download the app. We have the iOS or Android version, so you can just choose which system you use. And then you can schedule a session with me or our coaches at Mana to find more about the app, the features, how you can use it, how you can maximize it. And we can also talk about, you know, setting goals and working on your goals while you track your time with the app. Can you access Mana in Android? Yes, absolutely. We have an Android version. Once you go to mana.ai, you will click on the download button, and then you will have the choice. So you can click on the iOS that takes you to the Apple Store, or Android, which takes you to, I think, Google Play, right? If I'm not wrong. I use an iPhone, so I'm not very familiar, but I think it's the Google Play store. So you can try that. There will be a welcoming tutorial, something like that, and then you can schedule a session with us to find more and maybe become a tracking pro or a logging pro, and then we can work on your goals. We are still in 2021, so you have a few more months to set some goals before the end of the year. Okay, make sure that you follow us here on Instagram at Mana Hours. We're also on Twitter. We're also on LinkedIn and mana.ai. So let's become friends and stay connected, because we always have updates about the app, and we always have fantastic news to share with all of you. So thank you so much for watching, and I will see you in a couple of weeks with another broadcast. We will have our quarterly meditation. So let's be ready for some mindfulness. Have a great rest of your day, and I will see you soon. Bye, guys.